to our channel. We are Confusion Translators, and this lovely mama right here is called Anna.
And this one is Joie.
Yes.
And we are sisters.
Yes.
Because you're married to my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And we met the first time back in 2007.
Yeah. And we're also neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And we're part of the same clan.
Yeah.
During this pandemic. So that's why we can do this.
We can be close to each other.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're also, of course, good friends.
Yeah, true. This lovely mama is going to tell us why we started this channel.
Yeah. I had an epiphany. No, we started this channel for East African women living in Scandinavia and Scandinavian women living in East Africa. We're talking Scandinavia is mainly Sweden, Denmark, Norway, but we also, the Finns are also welcome to watch. And of course the Icelandic people and the people from Faroe Island, they have approximately the same culture.
Right.
And East Africa,
we'll talk, I think it will, let's just be generous here and include Rwanda, Burundi, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and Congo. DRC, if they want to be part of that too.
And maybe even Somalia, East Africa, and Ethiopia.
True. Yeah,
a
little bit, and South Sudan.
And South Sudan.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes.
We wanted to share some of the things or experiences that have intrigued us as cross-cultural women are living between these two spaces.
Yeah. We're not experts at all.
No, definitely not.
No. But we're hoping that we can help define, guide in some way, and translate some of the things that come with living with these two different cultures.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also create a community where we can discuss these things, because that's what I missed as a Scandinavian woman in Tanzania when I lived there. I had lots of questions that...
And same here, and I still miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should start by saying a few things about ourselves, introducing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And theme for this episode is home. So we're gonna just be focusing on that part of our lives.
Yeah. Try to define home.
Yeah. Yes. Where were you born? Let's start there before you define what is home.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was born in Nairobi, Kenya. Sometimes back in the 80s, not mention when. Between the age 0, born in Kenya, and age 17, I moved back and forth between Kenya and Norway 7 times, those two countries.
Right.
Yeah, and within Kenya, in that period, I lived in 9 different places in Kenya.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I've lived in Taita Hills, I've lived in Nairobi, Karen, I've lived in West Pokot. I've moved a lot. So, needless to say, home is not a where for me. It's more a what. What is home, not a where is home.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you're talking about between 0 and 17, this is when you were a kid.
Yeah.
How did your parents do, what did they do, or did do for that matter, to make it feel like home for you with each move?
Yeah. Luckily, I'm the last born in a group of 6 kids.
She says luckily.
Truly.
I'm the first. I don't see how that is luck.
No, but it's luck, because my parents had a lot of training before.
I see the point.
They had lived in East Africa since the 60s. Yeah. So my mother has always managed to create a home wherever we've been, even if it's been on the go somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. She has always brought a few items that isn't necessarily of functional value, isn't like cups and cutlery and stuff. Of course, we need that as well. But she brought things that had more emotional value, just like a tablecloth, a candle, pictures of our family.
Right, that's important.
Yeah. And wherever we would come, even if it was just a guest house, she would put up those things, you know, and okay, so this is home now.
Right.
And in that space, in that physical space, we would have home. Of course, it wasn't the things that made the home, but it was the things together with
the family.
Family fellowship. So I think my mother did a tremendous job there.
Really, yeah.
Also, she brought with us into the family a lot of Norwegian traditions that, you know, she clung to. Even you know, in northwest Kenya, it's really hot, it's really dry.
Yeah.
But she would try to make ice cream.
Yeah.
And for Christmas we would always have Norwegian pork.
So just trying to create sort of home for you, and keeping with the traditions and with Norwegian culture, that kind of sort of grounded you in a way.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
definitely.
Despite all the moving.
Despite all the moving, I felt grounded, not to a place, but in that fellowship of the family.
Yeah. Now that you're an adult, obviously, and you're married.
Yes.
To a Norwegian man.
Yeah.
And you have 2 daughters. And you've lived as a missionary in Tanzania for 4 years before you came back last year to Norway.
Yeah.
And now you're living in Norway for now.
Yeah.
How do you create home?
I think already when I moved out from my home as an adult, started studying, I brought with me what my mom had put in me from the start.
Okay.
Those small things that create a home.
Yeah.
Like, and we still do that. A small tablecloth.
Right.
It doesn't need to be pretty.
No. It just has to mean something.
It has to mean something, and a candle.
Yeah.
You know, and this picture we've brought with us wherever we are.
Right.
Even the small trips.
Right.
This is a picture of our firstborn, Rebecca, who passed away when she was only 24 hours old. So this is what I do. We create the space. So that's what I brought into our family, or to create a home wherever we are. But not only those things, you know, creating that space, but also food.
Yeah.
And having those routines every day.
Yeah.
Like we pray with the kids, because we are Christians. Pray with the kids every evening, and we have breakfast together. And we try to hold on to the same routine of the day, schedule. Yeah.
But now I have a sort of maybe a difficult question to ask you as a person, you as Anna, not as mom, as a wife, but where do you feel most at home? Is it with your family, or is it when you're traveling at the airports, or is it just, does it really matter, you're never really quite home?
No. Very difficult question, Joie. Why? No. Of course, I feel very at home at airports.
Right.
I won't deny it.
She's one of those.
Yeah, I'm a true TCK that way, because it has a sense of, it's a place where I can relax. I don't have to be anyone or fulfill any expectations, because everyone there is going somewhere, and but that's not a good answer, you know.
It's an honest answer. What do you mean it's not a good answer?
Yes, I think where I feel, or no, not where, but what makes me feel at home is when I can be myself with and relax, and not having to take into consideration anything around me, just be myself 100%.
Right.
Truly. And that is together with my husband, because he knows me. He knows all my good sides and all my bad sides, and you know.
Yeah.
But also in my faith. Yeah. I'm not a good Christian. No, but I
need
mean,
to edit that way.
no, but
Okay, yeah.
but my faith.
Yeah.
I cling on to that, you know, string of belief that there is someone bigger than me that is has everything under control.
Right.
Yeah. And I just, that is where I am at home with in my faith.
Yeah.
And with my husband.
Right. I was born and raised in Rwanda, in Kigali to be specific. And when I was born, my mom had a very close relationship with her parents. So from the get-go, I had two homes, and I grew up with that. And when I was a kid going to school, I would go to my grandparents for lunch, and then would go home in the evening. I was so normal. And then my mom decided to move us to go to Kenya because she wanted to study, and when I was 13, so that was the first experience of a different culture for us as the kids. I haven't done the research about my mom, like what she had an experience, but I do know that she was born in Cameroon, so it wasn't her first experience with a different culture, but it was for us, and we didn't speak the language, so we had to learn Swahili and English.
Oh, because you didn't speak English?
No.
No, you spoke French?
And Kinyarwanda.
And Kinyarwanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at 14, I could speak 4 languages. That's crazy.
And that's so awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, crazy. But it became different because then Kenya for 10 years was my home. But every time I went back to Rwanda, my mom's house and my grandparents' house, they were my homes. And I could I spent as much time there, both places.
Yeah.
Probably equally. Maybe more at my mom's house, because that's where my bed was.
Yeah. Our sleeping, we don't count them.
Yes. But I think the concept of growing with 2 homes, or sort of growing with duality, has helped me to adjust to the fact that now I live in Norway, and I live in a culture that is not my own.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly in a duality all the time. So when I step outside of a house, I'm not home. Yeah, okay. I'm in a culture where I have constantly to adjust to, because it's not my own. I'm not comfortable. Well, comfortable is probably not the right word, but I'm on alert all the time. Yeah. And so I'm exhausted when I come home. And I'm leaving that duality all the time. Yeah. For years, when I say 2 homes for me, it was actually mom and grandma. Those were my home.
Those 2 women.
Those 2 women.
In your life.
I've had lots of fantastic impact from different people as I was growing up. But no one has ever impacted my life as much as my mom and my grandmother. Yeah. And they were my homes. When they died, that was gone.
That you kind of lost.
I lost my footing.
Yeah.
I'm still finding it. Yeah. Trying to find what home is for me now.
Because that's my mom, new, right?
Yeah, my mom died 3 years ago. My grandmother died 5 years ago. Yeah. So I'm sort of still learning how to move about it. But I'm a mom and a wife, and I've created a life with my husband. I have to say, it looks boring from the outside, but it is fantastically comfortable for us. Because we're both introverts, so we don't really make fuss a lot about things. We're just homebodies.
We have quite interesting, by the way.
We have
introvert East African here, people. And you have extrovert kids.
We have extrovert kids, so that's going to be an interesting experience as they grow up. Yeah, they're probably going to force us out of the house. Yeah, but that. I think just because I've had that all my life, I can feel that, have 2 homes, though I don't really feel at home when I'm outside. Yeah. But when I go to Rwanda, for instance, or when I go back to Kenya for vacations and stuff, it is home, though I don't fit in because I'm not Rwandese anymore, just Rwandese anymore. I am Rwandese plus, I say. I'm not Kenyan. I'm just influenced by Kenyan culture.
Yeah.
So I'm on alert a little bit, and I still accept I'm expecting I'm gonna make mistakes. Social cues to say the wrong things, or say the wrong way, say the right thing, but say it the wrong way.
But where in this space you have created here in Norway, you feel at home. You feel at peace.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And for us, for children, we haven't moved since we became parents. We've lived in the same house. We expect that we're going to. Yeah. Also because we're just looking for opportunities to move. But for us, it's us as a family, not where we live or the space itself. We do try to take some things with us when we go on vacation, because we do extended vacations every year.
Yeah.
But it's the routines, and it's doing the same things, just in a new place. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just being together. Prayer is important, devotion.
Yeah.
Just doing the devotion together, reading the Bible and praying and stuff. That's we do as a family every day. Yeah. It doesn't matter. We do it in the airport as well when you're waiting for the next flight.
Is there anything that you can see in yourself that you have brought with you from your mom and your grandma? I hear you a lot talk about your grandma. I'm hearing my grandma right now doing this.
The list is it's very long.
Yeah.
It's very long. I see more of it as I grow older, but I do have that voice in my head all the time. I hear my grandmother and I hear my mom, and I also hear the Holy Spirit. So this is kind of I'm a confused. I'm a very special lady.
Confused translator here.
I'm a very special lady. Yeah. So I have those 3 voices in my head. Yeah. And in my heart.
And in your heart.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think when we define home, the two of us, we have quite different definitions somehow. And most probably people watching you have totally different.
Yes, because you had different experience.
Yeah. But I see that we do have something in common.
Yes, we do.
And that is we've had some women in our lives that have managed to help us define what home is, or they have created.
Yeah, that defined almost home for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that in common. The women who have defined home for us and influence how we define home for ourselves today and for our families.
Yeah.
But our viewers might not have the same experience.
Yeah, you might have. You watching might have a totally different definition of home. We would like to know, how do you define home, the concept?
Is it a thing? Is it a place? Is it even difficult to define? Is it an abstract concept for you at the moment? Please share it with us and let us know. But I also wanted to say that in case you are in a place where it's difficult to define, you don't really know, or you have a footing of what home is.
Maybe I've had to flee, for instance.
And we suggest and we challenge you to find little things about your life and your everyday life that makes you feel at home.
Yeah.
Celebrate those and embrace those.
Yeah. It can be small things.
Yes. It can be, I don't know, music or smell of something.
Like for you,
for me, like when I need to feel at home, I wake up and make chapati.
Yeah.
You see that smell of chapati in my house. And oh, I'm home. Yeah.
For me, it's getting those cuddles from my youngest one. Yeah, we want your comments and your definition. Maybe you're single. And or maybe you have never had even parents. Maybe you're an orphan. Help us to
share with us so we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
So I think that is it for us. That is it from us today.
Yeah.
But you know what to do, as we would like to have you as a viewer. So please like, subscribe, and comment below, and find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Next time we will look into a very Scandinavian thing.
Bread. What's with Scandinavians and bread?
Yeah.
May I add, maybe very sophisticated and yet boring bread?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we might have a guest, and I get to share my first experience with Norwegian bread and winter.
Interesting. Like and subscribe.
Yes. See
And
you next
comment.
time. Bye.